The Blue Zone Mindset, Cultivating Daily Habits for Exceptional Well-Being. What if the secret to living past 100 wasn't some expensive high-tech secret, but was hidden in the simple daily routines of the world's longest-lived people? We're always told that getting older is something to dread, a slow decline. But what if that's just the wrong story? In 5 unique spots on the globe, people aren't just living longer, they're living better. They're still active, vibrant, and full of life, well into their 90s and even 100s. In this video, we're taking a trip to these blue zones to figure out the powerful mindset behind their incredible health. And I'll show you how you can start using these simple, life-changing habits today, no matter where you happen to live. So what are blue zones anyway? The name comes from researcher Dan Buettner, who led a National Geographic project to find the places where people lived the longest, healthiest lives. His team found 5 spots: Okinawa, Japan, Sardinia, Italy, the Nicoya Peninsula in Costa Rica, Icaria, Greece, and a community of Seventh-day Adventists in Loma Linda, California. What's really fascinating is that even though these places are thousands of miles apart, their people all share a handful of common lifestyle habits. It is not just about their genes. Research suggests our genetics only determine about 20 to 30% of our longevity. The rest? It comes down to lifestyle. These shared habits create what you could call the blue zone mindset. It's not about one magic pill or some crazy workout. It's about weaving health, purpose, and connection right into the fabric of daily life. Today, we're breaking down the 4 most powerful pillars of that mindset, so you can make them your own. Section 1. The first pillar. Find your why. First up, and maybe the most important pillar of the blue zone mindset, is having a real sense of purpose. In Okinawa, they call it ikigai, which basically means your reason for waking up in the morning. In Nicoya, it's the plan de vida, or life plan. This doesn't mean you need some grand, world-changing mission. For a lot of centenarians, their purpose is found in small, everyday things: taking care of a garden, mastering a craft, looking after their grandkids, or just being part of their community. It's the feeling of being needed, and that feeling is incredibly powerful. Some research shows that people who can clearly state their sense of purpose can have up to a 15% lower risk of dying prematurely. It's also linked to better sleep, less stress, and just making healthier choices overall. Having a why gives you a reason to keep going when things get tough. It turns your daily tasks from a list of chores into something meaningful. So, how do you find this for yourself? It starts with a little quiet time. Just ask yourself, what really makes me happy? What activities make me completely lose track of time? It could be an old passion, a new skill you want to learn, or a way you can help someone else. Try journaling about it or volunteering for something you believe in. In the blue zones, purpose isn't this big thing they go searching for. It's just something they live every day. For an Okinawan great-grandmother, her ikigai might be teaching her family's recipes, and that simple act gives her a reason to get up, connect, and contribute. Section 2. The second pillar. Cultivate your tribe. But you don't find your purpose all on your own. That brings us to our second pillar. Deep, real social connections. In the blue zones, community isn't just a nice-to-have, it's everything. They have what Dan Buettner calls the right tribe, a small, close circle of friends and family who encourage healthy habits. We now know that loneliness can be as bad for our health as smoking half a pack of cigarettes a day. On the flip side, having strong social bonds can make you happier and even help you live longer. People in blue zones really prioritize these connections. Families with multiple generations often live together or close by, with grandparents helping with the kids and adult children caring for their aging parents. It's not seen as a chore, but as a source of love and wisdom. In Okinawa, some people form a moai, a group of about 5 friends who promise to support each other for life no matter what. In Sardinia, social time is built into the day, with friends and neighbors getting together to laugh over a glass of wine. These aren't just surface-level friendships. They're deep bonds built on trust. The people you spend time with have a huge impact on your health habits, more than you probably realize. So, how can you build your own tribe? Start small. Make a real effort to put your loved ones first. Set up a weekly family dinner with no screens allowed. Instead of sending a text, pick up the phone and actually call a friend. Join a local club that shares your interests, whether it's for walking, reading, or gardening. Building your tribe is one of the most fun and powerful things you can do for your health. Speaking of connection, I'd love to build one with you. If you're getting something out of this, take a second to hit that subscribe button and let me know in the comments. What's one small habit you already have that brings you joy? I read every single one, and I'd love to hear from you. Section 3. The third pillar. Master the art of the downshift. Even in these beautiful places, life is still stressful. Nobody gets a free pass. The big difference in the blue zones isn't that they don't have stress, it's that they have daily rituals to get rid of it. They call this downshifting. Chronic stress causes chronic inflammation, which is tied to almost every major age-related disease. The people in blue zones are masters at hitting the pause button. Their methods are simple and consistent. For the Icarians in Greece, it's taking a nap in the afternoon. For the Seventh-day Adventists, it's a quiet moment of prayer or their weekly Sabbath. For Okinawans, it might be taking a few moments each day to remember their ancestors. These aren't complicated or expensive wellness fads. They're simple ways to switch on the body's natural relaxation mode. You can build your own downshift rituals too. One of the easiest is box breathing. Just inhale for 4 seconds, hold for 4, exhale for 4, and hold for 4. Doing that just a few times can calm you right down. Another is the 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 grounding technique. Just name 5 things you can see, 4 you can touch, 3 you can hear, 2 you can smell, and 1 you can taste. It pulls you out of your head and into the present moment. Or, you could just take a 10-minute walk without your phone, listen to music, or read a book. The key is to make it a daily habit you don't skip. Section 4. The fourth pillar. Fuel your body. Mindfully. Finally, let's talk about food. When we hear the word diet, we usually think about everything we can't eat. The Blue Zone way is the opposite. It's about abundance, an abundance of whole, plant-based foods. Their diets are heavily plant-based, built around things like beans, greens, yams, sweet potatoes, fruits, nuts, and whole grains. While some descriptions say it's 95–100% plant-based, it varies a bit. Sardinians, for example, eat some cheese and meat. Beans are the real star in every Blue Zone diet. They're cheap, tasty, and full of fiber and protein. Meat is eaten, but not very often, more for celebrations, maybe a few times a month. But maybe the most powerful food habit they have isn't about what they eat, but how they eat. In Okinawa, there's a 2,500-year-old saying they repeat before meals, harahachi bu. It's a reminder to stop eating when you feel about 80% full. That little 20% gap between being satisfied and being stuffed is where the magic happens for weight management. It's just mindful eating. They also tend to eat their smallest meal in the late afternoon or early evening, giving their bodies plenty of time to digest before bed. You don't have to change everything overnight. Just try the 80% rule at your next meal. Eat slowly, put your fork down between bites, and listen to your body. Or try adding 1 more serving of vegetables to your dinner. Think about what you can add to your plate. More fiber, more greens, more beans, instead of what you have to take away. Section 5. The unseen foundation, natural movement. Woven through all of this is one last, vital piece, natural movement. People in the Blue Zones don't buy gym memberships or run marathons. Their lives are just set up in a way that encourages them to move. They live in places where walking is the main way to get around. They tend gardens, do chores by hand, and knead their own bread. They're moving naturally all day long. This kind of constant, low-intensity activity is amazing for your metabolism and health. The lesson for us is pretty simple. Find more excuses to move during your day. Take the stairs. Park a little farther away from the store entrance. Get up and stretch every half hour if you work at a desk. Go for a walk with a friend instead of sitting down for coffee. It's not about scheduling an active hour, it's about building an active life. That's the core of the Blue Zone mindset. Find your why, build your tribe, learn to downshift, and eat with intention. It's a blueprint for a long, healthy life that's surprisingly simple and available to everyone. It's a great reminder that amazing health doesn't come from some radical, expensive overhaul. It comes from the small, steady habits that add up over a lifetime. You don't have to move to Sardinia or Okinawa to get these benefits. The real power of the Blue Zones isn't their location, it's their philosophy. You can start creating your own personal Blue Zone wherever you are, right now. By picking up even one or two of these habits, you can add not just more years to your life, but more life to your years. If this video sparked something in you, please give it a thumbs up and share it with someone who might need to hear this. For more deep dives into living your best life, make sure you're subscribed. And now I want to hear from you. What is the one habit you were most excited to try? Let's keep this conversation going and support each other in the comments below.